everyone, welcome to another episode of Meditations That Break Cycles. Today our topic is, what fruit am I bearing? Now the scripture text is taken from Matthew 7 verses 17 to 20, and it states, "So every healthy tree bears good fruit, but the diseased tree bears bad fruit. A healthy tree cannot bear bad fruit, nor a diseased tree bear good fruit. Every tree that does not bear good fruit is cut down and thrown into the fire. Thus you will recognize them by their fruits." Now the topic today is, what fruit am I bearing? Now this is a question to you. What fruit are you bearing? Every day we wake up, we go about our lives, we interact with others. We go to work, we go to school, and we think things, we say things, we are going about our business. But have you ever stopped to wonder, what fruit are you bearing? What kind of person are you? What kind of individual are you? Are you impacting the lives of others? Are you being kind? Are you being loving? Are you being gentle? Or are you angry? Are you miserable? Does people feel very awkward around you because of your energy, your negative energy whenever you come around them? It's very important for us to do a self-check every now and again to see the type of individual that we are and how we are impacting the lives of others. Now, this week I had a very interesting discussion with some students of mine as we were discussing the topic of honesty and integrity. And I remember giving them the example of a hypothetical student who went to the shop and she received more change than she had anticipated. And I asked them, what would you do if you were in that situation? Some person said that they would keep the change. Some person said that they wouldn't. And it was a very interesting discussion that I had with my students. So I thought it's very important that, I did this reflective exercise with you. Now, I believe that as individuals, we have a good side and we have a bad side. And those sides are often conflicting with each other. And the side that we feed, the side where we plant, the seeds that we plant, the most on either side will grow. For example, this is an analogy of the human body outline. And we have the conflicting sides, the good versus the evil. Now, every day we go about our business. And so, for example, we go to work and we see someone and we step on their toe and we fail to say sorry. I believe that we're planting a seed into the bad side. And that seed eventually grows. And say, for example, we see our boss and our boss gets on our nerves and we decide to cuss them out in our minds and we let it fester there. That is another thing that allows that negative seed to grow. Say, for example, there is someone at school and they don't have any lunch and we give them some of our lunch. That is a good seed that we're planting in the good side. So there's always there is always a side that we're feeding when we think about things and when we say things and when we do things. So every day it is important to ask yourself, which is my dominant side and which side am I feeding? Because as we plant these seeds on either side, they will grow. So which seed would you like to plant on a daily basis? Is it that you want to be somebody who lies or somebody who cheats or somebody who fights their way to the top or somebody who schemes or somebody who gossips or somebody who is a hypocrite? The seeds are being planted and that bad side is growing. Or are you somebody who is humble or somebody who is loving or somebody who is gentle or somebody who is patient or somebody who tries to be kind, then the good side will grow. Oftentimes we judge individuals who commit great sins, but we don't realize that it's the seeds that they have planted on a daily basis that determines the side that will win out to determine the type of individual you become and the actions that you take. So we may see a murderer and we may say, how could that person take somebody's lives? It's the seed that they planted on the evil side or the bad side that grows into a tree that bears the murdering thoughts and the murdering fruit. But if you're somebody who is gentle and kind and patient, and somebody who is not prideful, and you each day you keep practicing those attributes and you sow those seeds, then you'll become a good person, a positive person, a person that everybody would like to be around. Nobody likes to be around somebody who is always negative or who's unkind or who's mean or who goes out of their way to make people's lives a living hell. So we have to be mindful of this. We have to be mindful of the side that we are sowing seeds into that is growing. And as such, I would really like you to take these things into consideration. We have to watch what we think. Our thoughts determine our actions. We have to be careful what we see. What we see sometimes determine the thoughts that we entertain in our minds. We have to be careful of what we say. Whatever we say can be impactful either in a negative or a positive way. And we have to be careful with what we do, because in all these areas we are planting seeds into either the good side or the negative, evil, or bad side. What kind of seeds are you planting on a daily basis? The seeds that you plant on a daily basis determines the individual that you become. Sometimes we see the elderly and we sometimes we stay away from them because we feel like some of them are too miserable. But yet you have some elderly persons and they're so nice and they're comforting and we like to be around them because they make us happy. If we sow these seeds when we are young, when we get older, these trees are cemented and we become individuals who are a product of the seeds that we have planted in our lives. So today, I would like to encourage you to plant good seeds so that you may bear good fruits. Have a fantastic evening. Be blessed.